Hey guys, it's Liz. I want to talk to you about something that I don't really talk to a lot of people about this unless they're like the right person, and most certainly, this is hard to say with psychs because some might be like, wow, it's it's time to go to the hospital. But it's growing up, I dealt with a lot of spiritual activity, and if you knew me growing up, you'd be like, yeah, 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 she did. I remember that room. I remember that basement. They'd say. Unfortunately, that has had a negative impact on me and growing up, and it's led to now the room that I tape my videos in with the futon that I sit on. That used to be my old bedroom. It's right across from my mom and dad's room, which is now my room. I never, I never wanted to sleep in there, and I don't. I think maybe my dad understood. I'm not super duper sure, but the spirit that's in there, he's presents himself as a teenage boy. I've heard him before on a recording, and I really do wish I could pull that up. That audio is about 10 years old, if not. Hey, what are you doing, silly? The audio is about 10 plus years old, and things just kind of get messed with, like the quality and everything as that ages, and it's on an older computer too, so it would be difficult. But I do remember actually filming a MySpace questionnaire video as like a vlog, and watching it through and going to like edit things. I heard play something through. Mind you, my room was quiet, my door shut, there's no men in my room, and my windows were also shut. That really blew me away. That's when I was older. That's when I was in like maybe junior, senior year, if not just out of high school. As I got older, he became more chill, but I'll still get to that. I mean, I realize how disorganized I am. As a child, he did not like kids. I remember he would sit on my back, and I would just be pinned down like a sleep paralysis. Like, he has so much more to him than presenting as, teenage boy. He is poor. He is he is a stronger entity than he comes off as, which I'll get to that more. He really liked to mess with me as a kid. I could just feel his presence all around me, and it just wasn't nice. I would hear footsteps in my room. I remember a guitar string actually getting pulled when there was nothing touching it. It was just like ding. It was the thickest string, and yeah, nothing touching it, and just like in the middle of the night hearing that while I'm trying to sleep, it's just like, well, I guess I'm actually not going to sleep. I had my first guinea pig in there. I think it was Coco. Yeah, it was Coco. She would chitter chatter, like she would like. It's called bruxing when they chatter their teeth together. It's an irritation. Means wow, really get away from me. And there was no one else in the room like messing with her. Like, I would just be again in bed trying to sleep, and I hear that, and it's like, ooh, okay, that's what's going on with that. Like, animals could pick up on that kind of stuff, even like a little potato piggy. His presence was very heavy and scary, like, especially to a child. That he's one of the reasons why I developed my bad daydreaming habit. Trying to fall asleep, like, I would just slip into a whole fantasy world, whether it was based off of Digimon or Pokemon, or actually a bit of both. It was a very, very immersive world, and this would just be as an escape. And I had other bad stuff too going on at the time, and I was just always in a fantasy land, basically. Places in the fourth house. So I realized that there is a lot of tea to the Rama that I need to heal from, because I admit it is blocking my spiritual path or journey a lot. There's stuff to work through with that. Sadly, this spirit I call Jack. That's kind of what I gathered from my time. You're fine. From my time growing up with him. I can tell when he gets irritated if I stay in that room for too long. He does show up in my dreams. They're very heavy, atmospheric. A lot of doors slamming. A lot. But I've gotten bolder, thankfully, in my dreams, so I just, like, run up on him. Basically, like, you're not fucking doing that kind of thing. Our relationship is, we tolerate each other. Kind of just like a roommate that you kind of just got stuck with. There is also a basement spirit. I call him Oni. He's very grumpy. He is even stronger than Jack. My best friend, who's a medium, said that he most likely got pulled over here from the other side, that he is a very, very old presence. So I wouldn't be shocked if, like, when maybe one of the original owners of the house was doing something kind of fucked up down there. I could tell he enters from our side room and will, like, come around, like, the staircase. I'm not gonna film down there, just kind of as a respect to him. He does show up in my dreams if I also irritate him too much. I remember one time I was blowing, like, the down there too much, and he got so pissed off. He got pissed off at my friend. He's something else. He has definitely run up on me as I'm, like, doing laundry. It's just feeling a bodybuilder up against your back. It's like, oh boy, okay, I'm gonna hurry up. But now I'm kind of to the point where it's like, dude, I gotta do stuff down here. You're gonna live with it. Like, and I announce myself when I'm coming down as, like, a respect kind of thing. My husband, who hasn't been diagnosed with psychosis or anything, I also pick up on energies of entities and, like, buildings too, like atmospheres. Like, I can tell when something's there. I remember telling my one psych one time, who I absolutely loved, he's the one who diagnosed me with my BPD and then DID, something about me feeling spirits, and he was like, well, does that bother you? And I was like, no, it's just kind of a thing. It's just been a part of my life. I do want to let everyone know that I've never been diagnosed with schizophrenia by any of my psychs or my stay in the psych hospital or even PHP. I am a firm believer in the occult and things like this. So there's, like, a separation between that and, like, mental health issues. I'm clairsentient. I can feel this when I'm not elevated and completely on my meds. So while I may believe what I believe, it's just talking to my new psych about this